Hi everyone, my name is Abdurrahman Gilal, and in this short video, I'll be giving you a brief introduction to IoT and mobile cybersecurity. In today's interconnected world, the rapid growth of Internet of Things in mobile devices is transforming the way we live and work. But alongside the benefits come serious security risks. So let's start from the basic definition that what is IoT? So if I see IoT means it's the Internet of Things, I basically divide this in with this way that I have things which are basically accessed or used over internet. So it's not wrong to say that a vast network of connected devices that communicate through internet, right? So these are not just computers and phones, but IoT is basically extending it from everyday objects like smart thermostats and wearable devices and cars and industrial sensors and so many things. So we all believe that by the end of 2025, there will be over 30 billion IoT devices worldwide. That's making it like four devices per person. So it's going to be too much, right? So how it works? So basically, if you see this, this figure or chart that's diagram that's telling me that IoT is the first part, which means that the devices that are smart that helps you to collect the data, for example, the temperature, the motions, and all those things. And with the help of internet, it's sent to a central point that's called data processing point. Sometimes I say IoT hub point. So there you basically analyze the collected data and then you pass it to the person who is basically having the ownership of that data or devices. So previously we used to see the thermostat at home in order to control it, but now because of the Internet of Things, we can see it on our phone. So when we see it on the phone, then you either control it, turn it off, turn it on, or maybe make the temperature reduce, or now we can do many things with this, right? So if I say now that we have smart devices, which is the first important component, and then we have IoT application center where we receive, process, and analyze the data, which is the second important component. And the last one is the user interface, from where the user is basically controlling the devices. Definitely, internet is the interconnected part of all these components. So if I'm saying it that you are connected at user interface with the help of a web application, or you are connected using mobile application, so that's all good. And then you can give instruction using clicks, by voice messages, many things you can do. So these are the three main components that we see. So let's say if I'm saying now the real example, so connected vehicles. So in order to monitor the health of your car's engine, you need IoT because there's a sensor that's basically monitoring the health of engine. How your driver is driving. So these insurance companies are basically taking your data. So at the same time, like your smart vehicle is taking your data. So they see the way you drive, the way you brake, the way you speed up, and so many other things. And at the same time, if you're connected with your device, so basically it can help you to have the real-time traffic information with this smart vehicles so that you can inform to other vehicles. For example, we have smart homes that use AI to learn the occupant routines, that what time the person or people living in the house are using heater or cooling system, and what time they are having their lights on, and what type of lights are there. So how they are dimming the lights and all those things you can learn from this with the help of IoT. And in the industry, factories monitoring machineries to reduce the downtime and improve the safety of the workers, and so many other things we can do, with the help of IoT. So at the same time, as I told you, that IoT expands, at the same time we have security matters. So single weak device can open the door to entire, network, be compromised. So, if the one simple sensor which is not properly diagnosed with cybersecurity problems, so you can enter to the overall system. So many IoT product prioritize cost and speed over strong security because most of the sensors are cheap or easy to be made by companies. So they can avoid the cybersecurity problems. So with the billions of devices online, the attack surface basically keeps growing. So if I'm saying, sorry about that, if I'm saying the network vulnerabilities and the security design problems and then expanding attack surface, so that's not wrong to say that, because we know that the most of the companies are focusing the functional requirements instead of non-functional requirements. So this comes up this way, right? So sorry. So what are the common issues that IoT is facing these days? So first one, like authentication weaknesses. Yeah, like unchanged default passwords may create the problems. And insecure communication, like a lack of encryption, because as I told you that in a one house you had thousands of sensors, so one sensor was not having a proper encryption, that may cause the problem. And because we are connected with so many, devices or sensors, so update is also one of the big challenges these days. The devices often run outdated, firmware, which is also causing the problem, or vulnerabilities for IoTs. And physical risks like exposed to pores, the attacker can exploit, like your system. So there are these risks that are basically coming these days quite often. So famous IoT cyber attacks. So this Mirai botnet in 2016 basically hijacked about 600,000 devices, and this was coming through like IP camera and the home routers to create a massive botnet attack. So just imagine that one IP camera and some home router have caused this 600,000 devices on denial of services attack. So this is a real big attack. It's one of the example, casino fish tank breach from in this attack or a breach in 2017 allowed hackers to and through a smart thermostat stealing 10 GB of data, which was very useful for the casino, or was keeping the very confidential or important data. And we have this Jeep Cherokee hack, which is also demonstrated how attackers can remotely control a car, brakes, and steerings. So this is also making it vulnerable, though it was planned by the researchers, which is not causing too much damage. But if it happens, so it basically recalled 1.4 million vehicles and highlighted the potential life-threatening implication of IoT security failure. It was in control, so it was good. But let's say it at least identified 1.4 million vehicles problem. Yeah. So yeah, so let's say mobile cybersecurity in this era. Why am I saying mobile cybersecurity in this era? Is that mobile devices are now the control hubs for IoT, but they are also major, targets. With the mobile accounting for 60% of internet traffic, smartphones carry personal, financial, and corporate data. Corporate data, which means making them high value assets for hackers. Like if your personal and professional things are there, so it's really making it vulnerable. So you have devices, and then you have threat vectors, and then you have mobile IoT challenges. So, there you go. So you have to now, jump into understanding why mobile cybersecurity is important for us. So let's say mobile itself can create a lot of threats. For example, threats or unauthorized access of your mobile phone. Somebody can take your phone and then they can, misuse it in any way that they want to do. Mobile sometimes use public networks. So man in the middle can be one of the problems that they can read the data that's coming from your phone, and then they can access the devices that are connected over internet. Malicious apps, sometimes we download apps from here, there, and then we don't actually see the permissions requirements, and we just allow. So this may also cause the problems over mobile, and then mobile can be vulnerable for the IoT systems, right? Operating system also exploits sometimes the things because we don't update them, so many other things can come. And the risky behavior of user, like downloading from unverified sources, can also make things vulnerable. Yeah. So what I'm saying, compromised, when compromised, mobile devices can become gateway to entire IoT networks, right? So they may leak sensitive data such as location, health, or home occupancy, and so many other things, right? So simplified authentication, while convenient, can also expose multiple connected system if hacked, because you are already part of the system there. So, oops, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, here. So how can we make sure that we basically can avoid? So it's the practices. So how we start is like use multi-layered security with encryption, strong authentication, and regular updates can help us, right? So, so yeah. So make sure that you're vigilant against emerging threats. You should know as a developer of IoT or user of IoT, and look for updates. AI may help you, to detect unusual behavior. So let's say if I'm saying is AI powered security, that's not wrong. We can also use blockchain in order to, create the security environment. So blockchain will secure devices, identifies, and updates automatically, right? And also we have cloud-based security services. They will support devices with limited resources, right? And of course, as we are approaching to 40 billion, devices by 2030, so self-healing and automatic system will be critical because it's not easy for us to make things happen. Yeah, so let me wrap it up. So the IoT and mobile technologies will transform industry everyday and everyday lives also at the same time. But their benefits can only be realized if we adopt strong, proactive security measures, as we discussed. So building a safe future requires collaboration between manufacturers, users, regulatories, and security experts. Thank you so much. If you got any questions, please do not hesitate to approach me. Take care.